when you returned to WWE after 11 years in TNA, was it the plan that you were going to wrestle a little bit, have the on-screen role as the GM, and then go into this backstage role?
The plan for me was to wrestle first, do the GM second, and Hall of Fame third.
Okay.
For me, they went the opposite. They did the Hall of Fame first, GM second, wrestle third. That was, for me, it was a lot harder.
I think a lot of people, see a wrestling quote-unquote retirement on TV or on a pay-per-view like yours with WrestleMania, and they go, yeah, but that's just a wrestling retirement.
Right.
We know how those all work. Is this it for you, or do you have another match in you?
No, I'm done. I knew I was done when I went to Vince and told him I wanted to retire and just had my last match at this past WrestleMania. I believe he wanted me to go another year, but I just didn't want to do it anymore. I know what I'm capable of now, and it's not enough for me to be comfortable going out there and performing. If I can't do it like the old Kurt Angle, I don't want to do it anymore.
So the plan to go another year and then maybe this WrestleMania 37, you would have your final match?
Yeah, most likely with John Cena. But I chose not to because I wanted John last Mania, but we already had a storyline going on with Baron Corbin and myself, and Vince said, if you're going to retire, you're going to finish with Baron Corbin, if you don't mind, because you guys have a great storyline, and we're not going to just stop. And Vince was right, so I said, okay, I'll wrestle Baron. And
Vince was not right.
It'll be my last match, and that's it.
There wasn't any way to work this in to have that match with John Cena. It would have been, so poetic to do that.
I think it was thought of. I think it was thought of for the following year, but because I wanted to retire early, and Vince McMahon wanted me to continue the storyline with Baron, there was no possible way. What was ironic is when I got to WrestleMania, I did my throwback to my Team Angle, and I wore the hoodie.
Yeah.
And Cena did his throwback. We never talked to each other. We just walked up to each other and said, "What are you doing?" And so that was from way back from 2003, and it would have been kind of cool to bring that back and wrestle John.
Well, I think when Cena's music hit there at WrestleMania, I was there. I think that people were expecting it to be some sort of a match between you guys.
Right. Well, I knew that John didn't have anything planned, or at least nothing long term. So I already knew I was wrestling Baron, so I figured John was going to do something quick like he did.
Yeah. Have you looked back at that match with Baron? Are you happy with the way that it went?
Yeah, no, Baron's a great wrestler. He's a great talent. A lot of people don't like him, but he's really good at his job. He's the top heel in the business right now.
I agree. Baron is really good at his job. He does not care
him, but that's a good thing.
About being booed.
Everybody thinks, well, he has real heat, not WWE or wrestling heat. It's like, well, that's the point. He wants to have real heat. So, I got the rest of the top heel in the business at WrestleMania. That's the way I look at it.
And that's kind of the thing is, the plan is that you want to go out putting someone else over, and you certainly put Baron over.
I didn't expect to win, not against anybody. So I figured I would lose my last match just like everybody else.
That I have to agree with. With Kurt, he did technically lose against the biggest heel in the company, which was Baron Corbin, as far as real heat. And that's exactly what he wants, is real heat. He doesn't want, like, fake wrestling heat. I don't mean fake like wrestling is fake. I mean, like, he doesn't want to be booed just because he's a bad guy. He wants to be booed because you actually hate this dude. And he has that. I always like Baron Corbin. That finisher is beautiful. What is it called again? Deep Six is a great move too. What is that finisher called? Well, his finisher. It's a beautiful move. I think that they put him into storylines to where he's kind of just like a cheesy heel. A lot of times, but he's a great heel. King of the Ring, when he was going against Chad Gable, that was a great match, and I was thoroughly surprised with both. And I knew Chad Gable was really good. I was kind of disappointed that Baron Corbin went all the way, but he threw on a great final match that had me at the edge of my seat. Like, man, I really wanted Chad to win, and I really cared, and they had the crowd going. I honestly believe that there was a way for Kurt to go against Cena. as many times they drop storylines, and there'll be great storylines that they dropped throughout the year, countless times, and we'll be like, man, what the hell happened to that storyline? Like, really, they're gonna just drop it, and it makes no sense now. They could have dropped this Baron Corbin and Kurt Angle match easily, especially with the kind of heel that Corbin is. He's a despicable, you know, cheesy ass, but like ruthless heel, where it's kind of like he's kind of like a petty heel too. So he could have picked a fight with anyone down the line, with like, oh, you're treating Kurt Angle, then let me see what you got. And then Kurt Angle could have just went to someone else. Maybe Kurt Angle thought like, oh, you know, I beat Baron, you know, I think I've done it all, I'm gonna go out my separate way. And with Cena not having anything to do, Cena could have just came out. He could have just came out, and that could have made like a cool moment to where the crowd's been like, oh, holy crap, like Cena and Angle, they threw fire matches back then. They can do another one at Mania, and that could be, Cena could kind of be like borderline like heel. You're like, no, Kurt, like if I'm gonna do this, it's gonna be for your, you know. Or maybe Cena doesn't want to. Maybe Cena didn't want to do it, and he's like, you know what, no, like you can't do it no more, old man, whatever. And Kurt Angle's like, no, if I could do it, and I'll prove it to you. I'll put my career on the line. It could have been like Shawn Michaels Taker, you know, version 2.0 with Angle and Kurt, and that could have been great. And I think Cena is a good guy to have a final match, especially with Kurt, because there's so much respect there, you know, between them. And you know, Cena is a good, he knows how to work a crowd. So it's disappointing. It is disappointing, but Kurt Angle is happy with it. So I mean, you know, as a fan, I think if he's happy, I should be happy too. But yeah, guys, if you guys enjoyed my reaction to this little interview, let me know down below. Please hit the like button. Follow my Instagram. I'll leave the link over here too, somewhere in the where I'm on top. So somewhere down here in the shadow box. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.